So are you guys gonna?
Hey, Chase.
What's up, guys? What's up, Michael?
Hey,
What's up, Keeko? Hello to the rest of the ladies on the panel. Shout out to the bros in the chat.
He knows me by first name.
Chase, we were just admiring your
Making it
beautiful
right, she
argument about transgenderism, which was pithy and illuminating, and just a magnificent performance.
Thank you. Yes, it was quite a moment. I enjoyed Keeko's performance in particular.
Keeko's not amused by that statement.
I'm not surprised.
I want a part
say,
2.
Michael, you're doing a great job holding it down on the podcast. And I wanted to ask, where's the girl in blue from?
Well, I was born in Armenia, I lived in Russia, then we moved to Houston, Texas, and I went to school in New York, and then moved to LA. It's kind of...
Well, I just wanted to say your takes have been extremely based tonight, and I've heard that a lot of women in Eastern Europe have similar based takes and traditional values. Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, based on history and surviving, I guess that's where it stems from. But yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, we need. I think we need to bring more Eastern European women to America so that we can set things straight.
No, everybody's great.
It's my only pro-immigration area. I say yes. Eastern European-based right-wing women.
Let me just add.
They all get green cards. Yeah.
I want to add to that the gymnasts. Yeah. The Eastern European gymnasts.
We're getting very specific now.
They can come. They can. So, Chase, do you have anything you want to say to Keeko?
I just want to commend her for her continued participation on the podcast. Apparently, she's got some pretty thick skin. I don't know if she's received any hatred from that podcast we did. I'm curious, Keeko, have you received any hatred? Has it been okay? What's the response been on your end?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty harassed. Yesterday, I was told they're going to burn me alive, behead me, chop me up, gut me. I won't include the N-words that they said in it, but...
Well, I just...
Disavow.
Yeah, 100% disavow. I just want to say for everybody watching the show and listening, even though Keeko and I disagree on some of these fundamental things, I don't think it's okay to send her death threats or anything
100%,
like that. We
100%.
We can disagree politely. And I'm curious, Keeko, if you had the opportunity to go back, would you do anything differently? Do you feel like you handled yourself the way you wanted to? Do you still feel the same? What do you think?
Only thing I would have changed is I would not have told you to shut the fuck up, probably.
What about the dick sucking? What about that too?
No, I definitely would have still told you to suck a fat cock, yeah.
Still would have said that.
Maybe a fatter cock. Yeah,
it's not totally black and white.
I shouldn't have told you to shut the fuck up, no. But you could still suck multiple from that statement, definitely. But and I just wish my biggest regret in that situation is I had been staying for a while. I had to leave to go to work, so I do wish we could have not had a whole dragged out conversation about it, but exchanged more words before I made my exit.
Right, I understand. Well, I will still pass on your recommendation for me to suck dicks. And the one thing I'm curious about
Disavow.
Is, if I were to say that men are men and women are women and abortion is murder and Christ is Lord, I'm curious, what would you say to that?
I have to say amen, I think.
I said I'll see you in hell, my brother.
Well, you won't see him. Hopefully.
Yeah, I will, because if he's going around muttering that shit, I think we're going to end up in the same place.
What?
Hey, what? Oh.
I'm just repeating what Jesus Christ said in the Word of God and what God said himself. And he's got an open invite to heaven for anybody who wants it. So I invite you and the rest of the panelists to accept Jesus Christ and meet me there in heaven,
I left him a good 6 years ago, and I plan on staying here.
You can come back.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Oh,
I was there for a good 16 years, saw the bullshit, made my exit, don't plan on returning.
Chase, do you have any pithy apologetics and evangelism?
Oh, we could definitely get into that. I think it's a little bit beyond the scope of this
phone call
right now. But just out of curiosity, Keeko, what was the final nail in the coffin for your faith? What was it ultimately that turned you away from it all?
Just realizing how many things were rewritten in the Bible. I'm talking mostly from Catholicism, not Christianity. I wasn't very pertained in that, but just how many things are rewritten in the Bible that people nowadays say is from homosexuality and such, but really it's about the P word, and just there's so many people in the higher church that are P words, that they try to rewrite history to make it about homosexuality.
We can't bring that word
when
up.
really it's about, not doing that things. But, we struggle with that in the Catholic Church. So we had to rewrite a little bit of things.
Do you know Catholics have a lower rate of pedophilia and sexual abuse than public schools by a lot?
Really?
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school.
I
don't know any of my public school friends that were touched by any of their teachers, but
Well,
I can't say that about my classmates.
Well, I'm not downplaying. Obviously, sexual abuse exists everywhere, but the Catholic Church does not have a higher rate of sexual abuse than any other religion.
I'm not
It actually
saying
has
it does.
And it has a much lower rate than public schools. So
Okay, but you're saying the public schools, but we're talking about religion, and I'm just saying that there's a correlation.
Yeah, I can hear you.
If we could, for just a moment, I want to go back to the claim that KEEKO just made. So in Leviticus, it says that if a man lies with a male as he would with a woman, that's an abomination. And it also says in Genesis that
Chase,
God
you're
made
talking
them
about
male and
religion and
female.
not
Hold on
everyone's
one second.
religious.
1 second. It says that God made the male and female and that the two are to become one flesh. Are you telling me that part has been rewritten, or which part's been rewritten?
I'm sorry. As soon as you pull out the whole mumbo jumbo, lights are off.
It's just because you said it. You said it's all been rewritten and you learned this. And
I know.
But then Chase quoted directly from Genesis and Leviticus, and he could quote from the Gospel of Matthew and many other places in the Bible. And so he's saying, was this rewritten? And
My whole
doesn't
point
seem
is,
like it
and I think these girls might see it too, I'm not using religious jargon or these terminologies. When he says that shit, it is in one ear, out the other. We don't even listen. I couldn't even tell you one thing he just said because we don't care.
Yeah,
Hey-
religion has nothing to do with us.
Chase, is it cool?
Because we separate state and
And
religion.
religion.
No, but
and
I guess
y'all can believe what you want. It doesn't hurt us for y'all to believe what you want, but you're
Yeah.
not going to indoctrinate on us to believe that. That's the whole
Exactly.
point.
But-
believe what you want, but we're not
But
going to
isn't
switch
that?
sides.
But that's also kind of a religious view, I guess, is the issue. To say like it's cool for everyone to believe what they want.
If I may,
Yeah.
if I
Is
may,
it though?
There is this.
Hold on.
There is this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Chase.
If I may, there was a specific claim made that the scriptures about homosexuality were rewritten.
my God.
And I just referenced scriptures about homosexuality. And so I'm asking which of those scriptures were rewritten.
Oh, I couldn't recite off the top of my head. I don't give a fuck like that at all. I've just researched it before. I know it's happened, but I don't keep that written in my mental
maybe
log.
you-
Philippians 1:32 has been rewritten to be about sexuality instead of no. I don't. I
So
don't
maybe
care
you were
about this shit on my
mistaken.
day-to-day life like you guys do.
But it's just maybe if that's the thing that kind of turned you off. You said, "Oh, I just realized this was all rewritten," and then you can't recall how or
Because
where
there's
that was.
multiple things.
Then-
After 16 years, there's like multiple things that would just build up. So that was finally kind of like the one nail in the coffin, but it wasn't such a big nail for me to like be ingrained in my mind because there was already so many things leading up to it. It was kind of just like tipping the boat over.
But is it maybe if you thought that was so important and then you realized you couldn't recall it? Is it possible that you were just mistaken and you actually? It's not.
No.
Even you're just confident, even though you can't
KEEKO,
recall
Yeah.
it now.
Kiko, would you say that it's fair to say that your biggest problem is with the pedophilia in the church? Because if that was your biggest problem and that was the nail.
TOS. TOS. Let's move away from that. But Chase, how about this? When we have you on the show, we'll do a you and KEEKO
Yeah, we can revisit
round
this.
two.
Yeah.
If she would like to, I'd be happy to.
I think she's down. That's
It's up to her.
that's like a kind of on the fence